Hey, what's up guys? We're going to do a playdate style video today, and it's using all the new Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows. That's a lie, I'm not using all of the new foiled eyeshadows, but I'm using a good portion of them. They're right here. And so this is what the look looks like. I hope you like. All right, let's go. So I'm using Urban Decay Minor Sin. Then I'm going to take my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I have like no brushes. I really need to clean brushes. I have a giant thing on the ground here that's like filled with brushes. I just hate cleaning brushes. I'm gonna use, this is Lazarus. And this is my transitioning color. So I'm using a fluffy brush. This is MAC brush. Back and forth and back and forth. I've been watching Catfish today, which I never watched Catfish, but the one I just watched, it was really the guy. Like, it was this girl, it was with Tyler Oakley, and it was this girl, and she found this dude on Instagram, and she's texting him, and he won't send her any pictures, and so Neve is like, oh, it's totally a girl, this is totally not real, blah, blah, and it ends, I mean, spoiler if you haven't seen it, but it was actually the dude from Instagram, and you just see Neve's face is like, this never happens. Okay, I'm using Ludwin. But it was just funny because like I've watched that show a handful of times. It's super addicting. You just sit there like, you know, and I'm like watching it thinking, what if I watched this and I saw like someone was using my pictures pretending to be me? How creepy would that be? Can you imagine you're just watching that and you're like, wait a minute, I know that face. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Okay, there are seriously some insanely gorgeous colors here. So these are all Makeup Geek colors, but just we're in this section over here. So I'm going to take this green because, oh my gosh, fantasy. It's incredibly beautiful right there. And these foiled eyeshadows are so, they're like using wet pigment. Okay, this color I'm going to put on half the eye. And I think I'm gonna use the blue. That blue looks nuts. I'm gonna use a different brush though. I think that this type of eyeshadow really works well with a stiff, like a concealer brush to make it even. Because of the type of eyeshadow it is, it can tend to look like kind of clump up. How do I describe that? Kind of look clumpy. So to make it look even, you want a stiffer brush. Yeah, see what I mean? What else? I watched Jane the Virgin last night. I really love that show. If you haven't seen it, it's very much not the same, but it has a really strong Ugly Betty feel, which I used to love Ugly Betty. Oh my gosh. I've rewatched that show so many times. Not recently though, but it's just such a cute, like, it's very cute. And it's like that telenovela style. It's super adorable. Okay, I'm gonna take this blue now. This is Pegasus. That's actually a really appropriate color for Pegasus. This is going in the outer part of the eyelid. Last time I went to Disneyland, I got Violet a Pegasus. They had these little babies, and they were like little stuffed animals, but they were the different Disney characters as babies. And so they had Pegasus, they had Maleficent, they had Dumbo, was adorable. I got Pegasus because I love Hercules. It's one of my favorite Disney movies, and the Pegasus one is so cute. It has like a little blanket. She doesn't care about it yet, but she will. She will. She crawls everywhere. She cruises all over the place. Baby is crazy. Clean brush, just blending these two together. Oh my god, she's gonna be 1 in less than 2 months. My brain can't even process that. I can tell you that much. Masquerade. Beautiful purple. Gonna use the same brush that I have. Outer corners, and it's gonna go into the crease too. We've been doing this trick with her. The way to get her to fall asleep is we give her 3 pacifiers. She has one in her mouth and one in each hand, and then she switches them, and she does that until she falls asleep. And it's so funny to watch her on the monitor, and she's just like, it's like, what? What are you doing? Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. I love it. They're nice too because they're definitely buildable pigments. So when I'm applying them here, they're not immediately like, rah! They're buildable, so you can have like a softer look if you want, or you can have something that's more, you know, crazy. I'm gonna take Salios right here from Kat Von D. A little bit more on the brow bone, just a little bit lighter. And then I think I'm going to take my brush that I just originally used with that same transitioning color and just use a little bit more of it, a little bit higher than my crease. This makes me think of like stained glass or something. It's just so soft and like so pretty. I like it. It's very soft. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more of this purple. What else can we talk about? I'm gonna take a small brush. This one will work, like a pencil brush. And I'm gonna use this one. This is like a icy pink color. Whimsical. I'm gonna use this shade, inner corner kind of color. And then take that brush that had that transitioning color I originally used, and just slightly going over it just to kind of take down that foily greatness a little bit. I just want to tone it down just a little bit. It's a little strong. All right. So now I'm going to use matte colors around the edges of my eyes. I'm gonna kind of do a slight, like a brown, light brown around the edges. So I'm gonna use this one to start off with. This is Latinus, and this is a flat brush. I'm gonna use a brown liquid eyeliner pen for this. I'm going to use, this is from Sonia Kashuk. It's black brown. Definitely more brown though. Not a baby wing. Okay, I want to add a little bit more of a darker color right along the lower lash line. So we're gonna use Liberatus right there. Actually gonna use a little bit of the black shade too, just so that the wing connects. I'm going to use a brown on the waterline as well. This is Demolition from Urban Decay, probably my favorite dark brown eyeliner. Then mascara. This is Too Faced Better Than Sex. I like don't know what face is. I'm like, any like commercials that show applying mascara with like a good face are a lie. It's not doing anything. You gotta look crazy. Here's the lashes we're using today. They're from Faux Lash. I don't know the name though. They don't have a sticker or anything, but they're these like crisscross ones. I can't find any of my lash glue. I just found this like little thing, but because it has this little applicator wand, it's actually not too bad. Makes it actually a lot easier. I wish Duo came in a container like this instead of the squeeze tube, because I always waste too much product because of the way that it is. There we go. My cheeks I already did for a separate tutorial. I used my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and then I used Makeup Geek Spellbound right there. Love, my favorite. What should we do for a lash? Let's do something fun. This color, no, this isn't the one I was thinking. This color, Melted Dream House from Too Faced. It is Barbie pink. There we have it. Oh, I like how this turned out. It's so like, it makes me think of like a Tinkerbell like forest. It's very like pastel, like springy, but like foresty. I don't know. It makes me, honestly, it makes me think of this, one of the apps I have on my phone is Big Fish Casino, and the newest like slot machine they have is this like fairy, like it reminds me so much of the Tinkerbell TV shows. That's what this makes me think of. All right, I hope you like it, and I'll see you soon.